And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 938. Today is Friday, April 29th, 2022, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and today's top stories: Goldman Sachs offers first Bitcoin-backed loan as Wall Street embraces crypto. U.S. Department of Labor has grave concerns about Fidelity's plan for Bitcoin and 401k retirement plan, says the Wall Street Journal. Dogecoin Jesus, Roger Ver resurfaces on Twitter, backs Doge over Bitcoin. Telegram wallet bot enables users to send crypto in app via revived blockchain project. And Panama's I always say this word wrong. Legislature approves bill regulating crypto and more. What is going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So our prices for today, Bitcoin sitting at $39,242, up 0.5%. Ethereum at $2,879, up 0.1%. Binance Coin right at $400, up 0.3% today. Solana at $96, down 0.4%. Terra Luna sitting at $87, down 2.3% today. XRP at 62 cents, down 2.3% today. Cardano sitting at 82 cents is down 1% today. And rounding out the top 10, good old Doge has come back at 14 cents, up 2.8%. And our biggest gainers for the day, NFT space up 237%, Gera Coin up 204%, and Cyborg Shiba just keep them coming, 198% gain.
There it is. There it is. Really quick shout outs. What's going on? JB, Michael Kennedy, Wendy Nichols, Network FX21, Patrick Water. What up, though? Last Square, Tripto NFT, Chappie, The Painter, Captain G, Blockchain Bully, Larry. Good morning. Welcome to the show, everyone. Exactly. Eyes, Ray. Thank you. Good morning. Smash a like before the singing starts. For sure, make sure you smash that like. And today's show is actually sponsored by ovr.ai. We will be having an AMA live with them right after the show at 8 a.m. PST. So if you all are interested in another new project, make sure you join that. Of course, we love people to join the AMA to ask the teams tough questions or questions we might not think of at that moment. So please join the live stream for ovr.ai after this video. Augmented reality, the future of the metaverse is here. So check that out. Top story of the day and another episode of We Literally Told You So, folks. This entire week, we've been screaming to you, not just with that Fidelity, that the institutions were coming. This is the second one in 1 week, people. We just saw Fidelity, and now Goldman Sachs offers first Bitcoin-backed loan as Wall Street embraces crypto. We're telling you, folks, within this same quarter, within Q2, are we still in Q2? Yeah, we're about to go to Q3 soon. We're still in Q2. Within Q2, we're going to see another one or two institutions for sure, people. So we're telling you that for a fact. Be on the lookout. And again, it's crazy that the price isn't even appreciating this value that's being offered to the market. But Goldman Sachs has offered its first Bitcoin-backed loan, showing further signs of increased interest in cryptocurrency from Wall Street institutions. What's going on with Goldman Sachs? You're muted, Bitcoins, eh?
It looks as though Goldman Sachs did exactly what we told you all they would do, and that is try and control the narrative. I believe we use that exact phrase that these big banks would come in, they would try to control the narrative. Hey, look, we have the same products and we're more of a trusted company. And it's offered its first Bitcoin-backed loan. It's not the first Bitcoin-backed loan. Very, very slick semantics there. But this is, as they call it, a major step forward for institutional crypto adoption on Wall Street. Spokeswoman from Goldman told Bloomberg that the multinational investment bank had lent cash collateralized by Bitcoin owned by the borrower for the first time in Goldman Sachs history. She added that the deal was, hold up here, let me slow down. She added that the deal was particularly interesting because of its structure and 24-hour risk management. Such a loan allows for a Bitcoin holder to borrow fiat, such as the dollar, and then fronting their Bitcoin as collateral to the bank. Now, this was in collaboration. They had their first over-the-counter transaction in collaboration with Novogratz, who you know from Galaxy Digital. And then, of course, we heard about BlackRock. They're starting their blockchain-focused exchange-traded fund. So, yeah, institutions are coming. Fidelity is offering IRAs. I mean, all of this is happening at the same time for a reason, people. And these people are definitely trying to control the narrative. But the first Bitcoin-backed loan outside of peer-to-peer was Unchained Capital back in 2017. So don't let them change the narrative on you, people. Stay focused. These banks are not the people who have the technology that or the innovation that we speak of.
Yeah. And again, I really, I want to hammer on the fact that a couple of things, as you can see, these institutions are starting to roll in. We've been telling you about it. We're telling you about this institutional growth, not just from like, this is what our fundamental analysis is saying. No, we're saying it like from horses' mouths, like from institutions' mouths. This is like what's about to happen. And not from institutions' mouths to a panel or to a meeting. We're talking like one-on-ones. These are what the men and women that work at these places are telling us. So it's actually happening right now. As we can see, Goldman Sachs, you mentioned BlackRock, and of course, Fidelity. But one thing you need to pay attention to is right now, all the talk is about institutions, right? They're not looking at the retail side. So again, there's a couple more big ones coming down this quarter. One of them hopes to really capture the retail audience and help you all out. So we'll see how that shapes up. But again, there's a couple more big ones coming. So this month will be crazy leading into the summer months. Where I would say, I guess this month is over, but May leading into the summer months might get crazy as we begin to see all this institutional growth in this space. I'm seeing everybody asking, what's an AMA? So an AMA is called Ask Me Anything. That's when projects come on. So for example, when we have the DeFi projects come on, or for today, again, our sponsored project will be ovr.ai. They're going to be doing augmented reality in the metaverse. So AMA allows that project team to come on. I believe the CEO is coming on today, but it might just be a communications executive. But they come on, you can ask them whatever you want about the project. One of my first questions usually is, of course, how they get into space and what made them build on the platform they're building on. So that's Don B. Can we get a Richard Hart and Reggie Middleton debate? I mean, Reggie said he's down. We're down to host it. You all get Richard Hart and let's make it happen.
Yeah, I would love to see it myself.
Jay Fever said y'all said it yesterday. Ain't no turning back now. Talk about people. I'm like, literally, we just told you about the institutions this week. Like it's happening. Trust us. Like it's still two more big ones coming. All right. Yeah. It's happening.
There's a reason why they all doing it at the same time too. I think they're trying to time the market because they know it's about to happen in the later months this year.
Yeah.
They got to get their products together. It's a reason why. And then also too, somebody made a good point in the comments. They got rid of BlockFi. They got Celsius out of here. They got all these other places where you can get
good point.
Ooh. And then boom, Goldman Sachs shows up. Oh yeah, we did a big
Fidelity's ready. Goldman Sachs ready. Yeah,
exactly. So it is kind of weird. This has happened before. Remember they got a bunch of companies out of here for something else, and then I think it was maybe ICO days, and then they start offering their own tokens. Like it was
Paxos. That's what Paxos when they got Reggie out there. It takes him. It's like the very next day, 24 hours. Hey, we got a gold token.
Yeah,
they Paxos go. Wait, didn't you just get rid of Verisation yesterday? How's that?
Yeah, exactly. They sick the dogs on them, the corporate dogs or the regulated dogs on them, and then they come slide in with the solution. We know the game.
S1 Dubs, you're right. Institutional investors is not necessarily a good thing for the crypto market. Their intentions are to control markets, not to help the market grow / expand. So for the overall crypto market, I agree. For the Bitcoin market, I will say I think they are good because it will bring more awareness to the space and more capital, even if it's in the form of a bank. But what I will say is, again, when we're talking about these institutional investors, you're right. By and large, it's not necessarily good for the market because they will be trying to control it. However, as I've already alluded to, hopefully we can make some announcements here in the next few weeks, or if not us, just general news announcements. There are institutions that are actually trying to reach out to the retail side and not just the institutional side. The control mechanisms will somewhat still be there. But that's only because they're starting to see it's about to be a race with each other. Now you got MicroStrategy versus Goldman Sachs versus Fidelity versus, who else is in there? We just mentioned BlackRock.
BlackRock, yeah.
Yeah, so.
But also too, let me say with the institutions, they've never dealt with scarcity, true provable digital scarcity. So when you talk about like gold futures and silver futures and commodities, the reason they can basically the tail wagging the dog, they can control it, is because we don't know how much supply there actually is. So on paper, they can put as much as they want. They can sell as many, paper over the counter. They can do all that as much as they want. But when it's scarce, there comes a time where there is no way to cash these people out
right
without the Bitcoin on hand. So they're gonna have to either have the Bitcoin to cash out, or you're basically gonna have $100,000 candle one day. Because literally nobody's going to have any Bitcoin to sell in like 2026 or something like that. Like that's the best they can do is suppress it for a little bit, but it's actually scarce. So we know how much Bitcoin is out there. Can't really suppress the price that long. So good luck to them.
There it is. Just really briefly, we're going to cover this because it's so telling. The story is in the headline. U.S. Labor Department has grave concerns by Fidelity's plan for Bitcoin and 401k retirement plans, Wall Street Journal reports. Doesn't it sound familiar? It sounds like when El Salvador said that they were going to make Bitcoin legal tender, all of a sudden the IMF was like, hey, we have grave concerns about you all doing that. Maybe it's going to affect your funding. This is literally the exact same thing. And this is why it's extortion. You have the Labor Department going, and this was the scary part about this, people. This was really scary. Fidelity has trillions of dollars under management, like 1.3 or something trillion dollars under management or something. Like maybe I'm wrong. Is it about right though?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I'll Google in a second. But Fidelity has like 1.some trillion dollars under management, and they're getting pressed by the U.S. Labor Department. So what happens to the small businesses? And by small, I mean, what happens to the businesses that just have $100 billion, right? What happens to the $100 million? What happens to the $100,000 guys and girls? Oh my goodness, like fuck you. So my thing is like, this is what's scary is that this is literally the same play the IMF did El Salvador. And we've seen this in New York as well. Every time a crypto company pop up, the state or city has some say. But now you have the Labor Department with grave, like, I don't think no offense, but our government isn't good with money and finances. We're not good at managing it. Whatever happens to the money, who knows, but we're not good at managing it. Fidelity has 1.3 trillion assets under management.
4.2. I just checked.
4.2 trillion?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So I'm off 300 some percent. So they have 4.2 trillion assets, 400%. Excuse me, I'm terrible. 4.2 trillion assets under management. And you're telling me the U.S. Labor Department is going to tell them about concerns. Like, who would you trust with the money here? Like, come on. This is just so obvious. It's so crazy when you see this stuff. Let's get into it, actually. Fidelity Investments plan to allow for the inclusion of Bitcoin in its operated 401k accounts is facing headwinds from the U.S. Labor Department, which regulates company-sponsored retirement plans, according to a report from the Wall Street Journal. Quote, we have grave concerns with what Fidelity has done, Ali Kawar, acting assistant secretary of the Employee Benefits Security Administration, told the Wall Street Journal. He highlighted the speculative nature of crypto and the hype around the fear. Again, not Bitcoin, but crypto itself. And yes, I mean, listen, Fidelity manages retirement accounts for 23,000 companies in the U.S. The Labor Department does it for how many? Yet they're going to tell them how they should be moving forward on this. So this is crazy. Any other thoughts on this?
Oh yeah. Well, I see some people comment that there's 11. That's the assets under what is it called? Assets under administration. Assets under administration. It's not actually assets under management. That's 4.5 trillion. But one big thing about this, we've seen the playbook before. Fidelity is not going away. And the thing is, these grave concerns will go away overnight as soon as BlackRock, Vanguard, some of these other big institutional do the same thing. So all of these grave concerns they have, all these old people that's scared of the future, get them out of here, man. We don't care. We're going to be smoking on that regulators pack in a few. But Fidelity, they're not going away. And I definitely trust them more than I trust the government with handling money.
Yeah, this is that's kind of crazy to see. But hey, gang go to gang. I think you guys are making a mistake. You might want to read. You might want to talk to Coinbase about their lending program and the mistakes they almost made, and rethink this. Come cancel Christmas on you. Dogecoin Jesus is back. Roger Ver resurfaces on Twitter, backs Doge over Bitcoin. I actually had a conversation about Roger Ver not too long ago because he was one of the earlier people in the space. But Bitcoin Jesus, as he was once called, of course, before he turned sides on us. Roger Ver has made a comeback to Twitter and says Dogecoin is a top contender for the world's dominant cryptocurrency. You better believe Roger Ver saying that he owns a lot of Dogecoin, which I believe he's already been owned a lot of Dogecoin, like back in the day. But that's right, Roger Ver, an early investor and ardent promoter of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash these days. But that used to earn him the moniker Bitcoin Jesus, has resurfaced on Twitter after a year and backed Dogecoin in an interview, preferring it for payments over the world's first crypto, which is crazy because he's not even pumping his Bcash no more. So I wonder if he called Elon or Elon called him. Honestly, I want to know which was which. In an interview with Bloomberg, the Bitcoin.com founder said how he was a fan of the meme coin due to its fast transaction times and low fees. Dogecoin is significantly better. It's cheaper and more reliable than Bitcoin. If I had to pick three contenders For the world's dominant cryptocurrency, they will be Doge, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoins, they look like you have something to say about this.
More like Bitcoin Judas, right?
Right, there we go.
Get out of here. Roger Ver, again, he was one of the early people looked up to. He was talking about Bitcoin in 2010. Then he basically turned on Bitcoin and said that Bitcoin Cash is better. He had a direct competitor to Bitcoin.org, Bitcoin.com, which confused a lot of people. They probably made, I don't know how much, 100 millions off of just tricking people into thinking that was Bitcoin. But Roger Ver right now saying that he supports Dogecoin, that he likes it or whatnot. I feel like he's basically riding the coattails of Elon right now, just because he's, the hot one right now. But long term, I don't think most people in this industry don't give a shit about Roger Ver anymore. The OGs who knew who he was and the new people who don't care who he is. He's just sort of a lone man in purgatory right now, just speaking out his ass. But again, everybody has their preferences, but this isn't really based on merit. It's just based on his opinion. So again, if you don't know Bitcoin Jesus, look at some of his old stuff. It used to be good, but now he's touting Dogecoin. Can't really take him that serious, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's coming. He's fell a long way down, man. It's crazy. PFC Well said, and remember, with more adoption comes more exclusionary practices. The narrative of crypto being inclusive is changing right in front of us. Yeah. So again, I'm here to tell you, whoever mentioned that whole, the institutions are going to be here for control. Like I'm telling you, people, it is going to happen. It's going to look like how the internet is right now. Only certain allowed people are able to provide internet service. Like it's going to get like that, at least in the short term. Hopefully, as the war is won, Bitcoin can win out and they can understand they won't control it. But crypto, oh yeah. The control mechanisms are about to come aggressively in the next couple of years. So get in where you fit in.
Oh yeah, the puppeteers are coming. They
definitely. But like I said, the good thing is there are some institutions out there that do see the power of Bitcoin and crypto as it's intended to be, and they want to empower the retail users. Now it's just about, what happens first, how quick can things happen, all that good stuff, because it's about to become a race against time when it comes to the regulation. And other institutions trying to build and create regulation around the space as well. So yes, let's see. What else do we have? There we go. Jake Fever. Stop worrying about institutions buying Bitcoin. If you own Bitcoin, no one can make you sell it. They can't print more, meaning they can't control shit. If you're worrying about control, you're worrying about money. There it is. That's really it. People keep dollar cost averaging Bitcoin and don't sell it, or if you sell it, have a way to buy it back at a later time for sure. Let's see what else we have. People are underestimating how big Fidelity news is. A huge on ramp for Bitcoin. Like they said, 23,000 retirement accounts. You get 3% of that over Bitcoin. It's crazy.
True. Yeah, 20 million people buying Bitcoin at the same time. Come on, man. And then somebody else made a good point. They're not trading, but they hold until retirement. Immovable supply, making it even more scarce.
That is true. Woo-wee. I wouldn't even think about that.
Yeah, we talking about people in their 50s, 60s saying, yeah, I want to hold this for at least 15, 20 years. And it's in a 401k where they can't necessarily pull it out just instantly. So again, more scarcity.
Shout out to Seba Brown for that one.
Yeah.
Telegram wallet bot enables users to send crypto in app via Revive blockchain project. I'm actually surprised this is just happening. I mean, I would have thought this would have been a one for a while. What's going on with this Telegram bot?
Oh yeah. So as you can see, Telegram has about 550 million users. That's people. Crazy. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, 500 million right there. So basically what they're doing is they have the ability, or they've added the ability, you can send Ton Coin, which is their own native cryptocurrency. Ton is the ticker name, directly with Telegram chats. New way to send Ton Coin without transaction fees to any Telegram user. With this service, you'll no longer need to enter long wallet addresses and wait for confirmation. So they're basically trying to make it easy to send crypto back and forth. Ton, I remember when this was created, King, 2017, we were talking about this. And then they abandoned it in like May 2020 because of the SEC. Remember they were looking at raising billions of dollars, and we were finally happy that Telegram was gonna have its own crypto. Regulators showed up.
That is right. Goodness gracious. I forgot about that.
That was 5 years ago. And the regulators showed up and was like, oh, no. You're not doing that.
If you all remember, I think 18 people invested in it for like $1.8 billion.
That's why we said it was like Russian investors. It had to be Russian investors. Because it was
definitely some oligarchs in there. I remember.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. That was a funny time. But so apparently now Ton, they can use it on Telegram now. It only took 5 years, but it is here now. You can send crypto via Telegram. And I think that the fusion of crypto and social media apps is inevitable. It's already happening. You got NFTs on Twitter. You're about to have them on Instagram. You can send crypto through Telegram. I'm sure Signal is probably cooking something up. Maybe Discord, a bunch of different places where you can interact socially, but you can also pay for, whatever, pay to get seen, pay for messages, also pay to get rid of bots. That's going to be a huge industry right there. So I know on Instagram, I pay a top dollar to get rid of them bots. So it seems like Telegram's going that route, and it seems like the best way to go because it's just a natural integration. I mean, Telegram is mostly crypto people anyway right now.
For real, that is Telegram is like for me straight crypto. I'm just now talking to normal people who are getting it. I'm like, damn, this shit. Oh, you supposed to be on Signal now, like that quick. Nappy Ways, Crypto and Down. Shout out to Jams and Asher. Made a good point on their show. They are charging fees on that Bitcoin 0.75 to 0.95. So Fidelity is winning on holding for you. Yes. Assets under management still. Like, yeah, you got to get it. That's a fee. Goon Boy, what's going on? I've been listening to your podcast for several months now, and I'm on crypto YouTube a lot, but your channel has never been recommended by the YouTube algo. Listen, I don't know what's going on, honestly. Like, no offense to a lot of the other content creators out there in the space, but like we know where our values are. We are some of the better ones out there. So we have no clue either, but we never actually worried about it. I think last year when we started the masterclass was the first time we ever did like any advertising or even outreach. So, hey, slow growth is all good. If they find us, they find us. If not, we'll keep it pushing. We got a good community here. We know what we're doing.
Oh yeah, we the John Morant of crypto. It might take you a while to find us, but once you do, we in there, baby. We dunking on everybody.
We're just in Memphis right now. We in Memphis and on the internet right now. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's all good. We're not tripping. Let's see. Last but not least, and I'm going to put that link in the chat if anybody wants to call for some quick smoke as well. Call for smoke. Listen, I know y'all be understanding English. If you don't have smoke, don't call today. Only smoke today. But I don't know. We haven't had too many internet beats. Have you had any Twitter hate lately?
Nah, not really. I mean, it's kind of going away. I think it'll ramp up if the price goes way up or way down.
Everybody project is in the shitter all of a sudden. They know they're not the smartest.
Exactly. Everybody put their head down and work when the price ain't moving. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but if we got something wrong the last couple of weeks, if I mispronounced something, I don't know. Call in and tell us about it. Hey. While we're waiting on that call from that one detractor, didn't they stop showing the thumbs down? I wish they brought that back. You remember we used to get like the 2 or 3 thumbs down every day?
Oh yeah. We used to get at least one every single day.
Same. It was like, who's the loser who keeps checking in every day? And
it would happen 5 minutes into the show. Like it would always somebody just tune into the show, dislike, and then go back to sleep.
Right. You know what? We just want to make sure these guys know we hate them. All right, later. Panama's I can never say this word right. Somebody on one of our warriors corrected me one day. I was like, I've been saying that wrong for years now. Don't you even worry. Panama's legislature approves bill regulating crypto. That's right. The crypto law is aiming at making Panama compatible with the digital economy, blockchain, crypto assets, and the internet. What is going on with Panama and this bill about regulating crypto?
Oh yeah. So Panama has a new legislature where they'll be regulating cryptocurrencies. This came from a pro-crypto congressperson, Gabriel Silva. Said lawmakers had approved the Panama crypto law following a third debate, and it says it'll help Panama become the hub of innovation and technology in Latin America. Of course, they throw in all the buzzwords: crypto assets, tokenization, digital value, payment systems, all that stuff. It must be signed by the Panamanian president, Laurentino Cortizo. However, this will help create jobs and financial inclusion, which is why they're doing this. But if you don't know about Panama, there's a lot of cash that's been moved through Panama over the years, and the taxes there are favorable. Of course, we know a lot of the people that put their money in Panamanian banks to avoid taxes. However, if they're trying to make Bitcoin legal tender, it just seems like this is just a natural progression of a country. Who wants to have open money laws? Might as well have Bitcoin on there as well. So Panama might be the third country to make Bitcoin legal tender, which would be awesome because Panama is a lot more visible than El Salvador or Central African Republic. A lot of people know about Panama. Like we said, it's 190, was it 197 countries, 195? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And we got 2 so far. So once it turns into 4, and then it turns into 8, and then it's 16, 20, it's just off to the races from there. It's probably gonna be a bunch of small countries, and you'll start to see countries like Panama ramp it up a bit. But it's good that it's sitting there waiting to be signed.
There it is. The Panamanian banks getting away with robbery out there, but that's what's up. Somebody got to do it, I guess. Let's see. While we're waiting around, people, just to give you a heads up, today at 10 a.m. PST, of course, we will have Mike on talking Polkadot ecosystem. So if you're interested in Polkadot, stay tuned for that. 4 p.m. PST, we will have in Crypto Bay Jay and Kaylee to talk NFTs with you. And again, at 8 a.m., we will have the team from ovr.ai talking augmented reality in the metaverse here. So if you have any metaverse questions in general, or if you have specific project questions, is a good time to ask. In general, also for the now again, these AMAs that we do, they are sponsored and all that, so the teams do pay to come on and all that good stuff. But it's still, I would say, a good opportunity to learn about cryptocurrency and to pick the brain of project founders. The one thing you have to give them all credit for, even the scam artists out there, is that they put together a product. They put together a project, and sometimes you can learn just as much from the bad ones as you can from the good ones. Believe me on that. Once you see enough shit ones, you do kind of know what to look for. So it can't be all greatness, but again, that's why we bring them on the show, so we can ask these questions and figure out which is which. 52 crypto's coming on really quick. I know he don't got no smoke, but I still gonna let 52 and see what's up with him for the day. Oh, yeah. Let's see. 52. What's the word? Everybody want to see that sunroof again. You muted right now. You muted.
Unmute. Family. I just want to say, I'm doing great. It's a blessing to tune into y'all, man. I'm so excited for everything y'all doing, everything y'all building, but fuck YouTube. I'm sorry. These niggas won't let me tip y'all. They won't let me fucking do nothing. It's like, damn, they won't let me give you money. I know you wouldn't not let me give you money. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I can't get in the Discord or none of that crap. So fuck YouTube for that bullshit. I want to, shout y'all out for real. I love and respect everything y'all got going on for real. Like it's amazing. I'm hosting spaces on YouTube. Not on YouTube, I'm fucking Twitter or whatever. And I'm just blessed to say that like y'all motivated that shit. I'm really plugging in with these NFT DJs and getting behind the scenes on these projects, doing free AMAs. I learned this shit from watching y'all. And I just want to say, anybody out there, like, this is a time to go fucking get it and to learn about these projects so you don't have as many rug pulls and you can learn stuff. Like, it's really interesting because, like, the stuff that's popping off from this shit and meeting y'all down there in fucking BTC Miami is unfucking believable, bro. Like, I don't know what's going to happen this year, but I know that I'm grinding, learning about Clarity and all these other programs that have put us all on with and giving us information about and many others. And I'm connecting and actually learning and fucking not using the word community, but building villages and shit. So, no smoke, I just want to say that a Bored Ape is worth 11 Bitcoin. You feel me? That's the kind of crazy position. You know what I'm saying? $200 a Bitcoin at that time last year. If you have to have some smoke versus that appreciation of that damn Bored Ape to over $700,000 in value. I mean, that's not smoke because Bitcoin is still obviously pristine, but and that was a lucky one off. If you needed some smoke, I guess that could be the smoke. But full-time NFT DJing, I love y'all. I salute y'all. I know y'all niggas got work to do and stuff to do, but y'all are really like, y'all are unbelievable, bro. Y'all unbelievable. And I'm just on YouTube. On Twitter every fucking day. 11 a.m. I'm trying to get something going like y'all just every single day talking to people in NFTs and having a place for them to come meet. I'm done rambling. I spread the power of everything y'all talk about in these fucking spaces. I be trying to put it on top of the spaces, learn how to run that shit and tell people about, look, this is what Zay, this is what King, check this out, blah, blah, blah. And it's so fucking amazing. Y'all are amazing. And everyone else that wants to get in this fucking industry, go fucking get it. You know what I'm saying? These bags are for everybody. You might fumble a couple, you come back, you build back up. Like King said, you manage your own fucking account. You're your own fucking bank. You know what I'm saying? Make that shit work. Sorry, that was it.
No, appreciate that. 52. Everybody, for one, we had to get you in here because we knew that your sunroof would do the algorithm for us. So we already about to get we get another 500 views. Shout out to Zulu said, yeah, everybody say you got that coffee.
Money to us.
Everybody say you got that coffee in you, and then they trying to figure out what kind of spaceship you in. Really quick, I've actually tried to donate when I miss days and Zay's on. I've tried to donate, and I actually can't donate myself in Super Chat sometimes. So you're right. I don't know what's going on with that.
I'm on different devices. I got the fucking computer, the laptop. I'm like, I'm not going to nerd on. They be like, bro, just try something different. You being retarded or whatever. Like, I'm on every fucking thing, logging in different accounts. Like, YouTube is shadow banning us. And it's they don't want it, bro. They don't want this shit out there. Like, ain't no fucking reason that you're not bigger than these other people. Y'all are big enough in your own way, in your own dimension, but they don't want this fucking message, bro. And it's really a block.
It's all good. We working on stuff in the background, but hey, there will be no choice in the matter. Trust me. Hey, appreciate it, 5252.
Thank y'all.
Or to join you on Spaces one day. You said 11 a.m.?
Oh, yeah, 11 a.m.
every fucking day. I'm on there at 69_69 cars.
ET?
I'm fucking
ET
DJing.
or PST? Eastern or Pacific?
EST.
Right. 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. our time, folks. There you go.
Come in, I'll give you all the stage. Whoever comes in is welcome. Warriors come in, spread this knowledge, spread that alpha, tell people about what's going on in your lives. You know, I did my first AMA on a woman that Megan PSD. She actually did the branding for Mike Tyson's farm. So she did all the branding for the marijuana packaging in all the states. She was 16 state compliant with all the packaging. She worked for Power 106. Just a whole bunch of shit. And I'm like, you know, I'm just DJing, meeting these people. And coincidentally, she did my banner and all this other stuff for free. And it's just an amazing community. And it's like, I want to build and grow. And, you know, when I come and meet up with y'all, bring something to the table of power and of use. And I just want to spread the gentleman way through everything I fucking do. So, you know, I appreciate the learning.
Hey, boss up and take the money. There we go. Appreciate that. 5252. Take care. Make sure you all check out those Twitter spaces, 5252crypto.com. Cheers.
Appreciate you, brother.
There we go. Thank you, fam. Cryptonomics. What's going on? Cryptonomics said we are on EDT now. I'm just saying, LOL. All right, there we go. Hey, y'all know, listen, I only know one time, and that's PST, okay?
Crypto down. It ain't real time.
Right. Crypto down said, gentlemen, the crypto TV channel coming soon. Possibly, hey, we have to. We'll do it, but all good, all good. The Power of 9 gets it. After you've been in crypto a while, you don't talk about it to anyone anymore. Exactly. So that's why I guess, you know, it starts and it stops. Hilarious. Kim said, I used to think my son was hyper, but 5252 helped me to know he good.
Oh yeah, you got to get that energy out somewhere.
Shout out to 5252. Listen, I love the positive energy, man. That's what we all need to keep it going. Crypto down said, ask him his Twitter handle. Before we leave, I will pull up the Twitter handle for him and give him a shout out as well. Let me see. Shout out to 5252crypto.com. He's been a long time supporter of us for sure. So I want to shout out his as well. Zay, you got any announcements before we get out here for the day?
Nah, no announcements from me. I do have I got the Twitter account for 5252. Hold up, let me throw that in there. But no announcements from me. Make sure you watch the shows again. Like we were saying, we've been getting shadow banned for years now. Still build it up organically. We got the best episodes on here covering all bases in the crypto world. Like me and King we've been to conferences and we speak to people who got 100,000, 500,000, 1 million followers. And as soon as we start talking to them, it's like 2 minutes into it, they realize they can't fuck with us. Even though they got more followers, we've seen it at almost every conference. It's kind of like, oh yeah, you guys are okay. So, oh, wow, how does y'all have more followers? Yeah, exactly. Like, because we didn't buy bots. We didn't promise people the moon. We didn't give people false promises. We didn't tell people XRP was going to $10. All that bullshit people did back in the day, which is all good though, because you come in for our information. So yeah, just make sure you check it out. Get that masterclass. I actually found a new app I want to review, so I may put that in the masterclass. I'm gonna review it this weekend. So basically, you work out and you earn crypto for it. So it's a good.
Yeah, and not the masterclass, and the members will get it too. Probably masterclass and members.
Exactly. Yeah. So start doing that in Discord because I'm starting to find a lot of new products and testing them out. So kind of like unboxing. So look out for that as well. I'm gonna be testing that out this weekend. Get my run on.
There we go. And last but not least, did you find his Twitter?
Yep, I think I posted it in there, I believe.
Oh, you already posted. Okay. I was gonna say it out loud too. I just want to make sure I got the right one because I have one, but I was like, make sure he might be getting cloned already too.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, okay, I see it. You put the actual Twitter address. It's Twitter for those who are listening. Okay, 52. Oh, it's at 69_69 cars. Here we go. 5252.btc Don Nigiano.nft. Hilarious. So check that out. Other than that, again, we're about to have this AMA 8 a.m., 10 a.m. Polkadot. Of course, I'm talking PST because that's my world. And then 4 p.m. We'll be having Kaylee and Crypto Bay J on. Other than that, I may be in Chicago this weekend for my folks in Chicago. Might slide through really quick. I think, Zay, I'm going to be trying to hit up the Exotica event in Chicago to get the cam girls and the exotic dancers and adult film stars onto cryptocurrency, as you have done at the strip club. So I'm following in your steps on this one. We'll see how this thing goes.
Oh yeah, you know how to do it.
There it is. Other than that, make sure you smash that like and share. And I will see you all in about 15 minutes for another show. Cheers.
Cheers.